drive home from work today, I just started thinking, how the fuck did it take me so long to figure out I was asexual? It just didn't occur to me through all of high school. There were incidences every year that really should have tipped me off.
Stand sparkles and ketchup. Click subscribe and join the clan.
Obviously, junior year of college was when I kind of figured everything out. So we're going to start with sophomore year of college. During my sophomore year of college, I took a gender and sexuality class. I learned about how sexual attraction and romantic attraction can be completely separate things. And I just remember understanding it on an intellectual level, but not being able to internalize it. Because I couldn't separate my sexual attraction from my romantic attraction. I thought my romantic attraction was sexual attraction. Later that year, I was experiencing sexual attraction for the first time. How did that not tip me off? I spent a lot of my freshman year of college trying to accept thinking about men in a sexual way. Up until that point, every time a thought crossed my mind that was vaguely sexual, I would just dismiss it because I didn't like it and it made me uncomfortable. Sounds like sex repulsion to me. I spent all year, when I would go to dismiss it, stopping myself and being like, no, it's okay to have these thoughts. Senior year of high school, I was super into this guy, Peter, and I was super fixated on his hands. And not once did I imagine them on me. The farthest I went was imagining holding them or reading his poem. During my senior year, this girl Olivia, she was asking me if Richie was gay. And she was like, I bet he is. Some people you can just tell, you know? Like you can tell. You can just tell you're straight. And I was like, thanks for telling me? Because honestly, I wasn't sure. At the end of junior year, I went on a trip to Dallas. We were at this tourist trap kind of shop. I go to checkout, and dude's like, I need to see your ID. And so I hand him my ID, and I'm very confused. And he sees my very confused face, and is like, oh, just need to make sure you're of age. And that just made me more confused. So I was like, but I'm not. That line works a lot better if you were 18. Did not occur to me that was supposed to be flirtatious. And when I went home and told friends about it, everyone was like, dude, you should have gone for it. You could have found out if everything is really bigger in Texas. And I was just like, but I would have nothing to compare it to? My sophomore year of high school, I didn't like a single person all year. I mean, to be fair, I didn't like anyone my junior year of high school either, or my freshman year of college, which should have been a sign in itself. The coup de grace, freshman year of high school, band camp. On color guard, there's this girl named Becca, and Becca liked to make dirty jokes, but I didn't spend any time with her, so I didn't notice. I just kept taking the things she said literally. The instructor tells us that we are one person short of being at the max capacity for our marching band division, and that we will absolutely be the largest band in our competition. And so Becca goes, yes, I finally get to use my favorite line, because bigger is always better. Still thinking we were talking about marching bands, I go, without missing a beat, well, only if everyone knows what they're doing. Becca turns to me, her jaw drops, she runs across the field, high-fives me, and runs back to her spot. It wasn't until after she was back at her spot that I realized what had just happened. Why is everything a sexual innuendo to allo people? I don't understand.